While cleaning, the janitor auntie accidentally broke the owner's porcelain worth millions. But after a brief moment of panic, instead of worrying about the consequences, she did something utterly insane. She gleefully lay down on the owner's luxurious bed, then changed into the lady of the house's high-end clothes.
If I could never pay this back even by selling myself, why not enjoy it before I'm caught? Luckily, the mansion's owner was traveling abroad, so she could relax for a while. She grew even more unrestrained, rearranging the rooms to her own taste. When she saw the owner's photos on the table, she tore them out of the frames and shredded them, as if she were the true mistress of the estate. One day, a young man suddenly knocked on the door, desperately seeking help. His wife was going into labor. Without hesitation, the auntie brought the pregnant woman inside and, using her midwifery experience, helped Lisa deliver a healthy baby boy. But the moment she saw the newborn, she decided to let the family stay in her mansion. Having no children of her own, she felt unbearably lonely in such a large estate. Nick and Lisa, who had been homeless, happily agreed to her offer. For a while, the four lived together like a happy family until Nick noticed something odd. The cars in the garage were all out of gas, yet the auntie never refueled them. The heating bill was also unpaid. The crushing expenses were suffocating her, and he caught her wiping away tears in secret. Realizing her distress, Nick confronted her. With no other choice, the auntie confessed the truth. She expected him to abandon the mess, but to her surprise, Nick offered to help manage the expenses and stay as a family. To solve their food problem, Nick mimicked the owner's voice through phone messages, ordering supplies to be delivered to the mansion with a promise that payment would be settled when the owner returned. Relieved, they celebrated their temporary solution. But soon, the auntie received a call from the property agent. The owner was returning in a few days. Their idyllic life was about to end. Unwilling to face the consequences of being exposed, the auntie told Nick her desperate plan. She would bake a poison cake for the owner, then tell the agent he had emigrated, allowing them to stay. Horrified, Nick insisted they leave before the owner's return. But the auntie argued it was futile. Once the owner reported the break-in, the truth would come out, and none of them could escape. She urged Nick to think it over. Later, Nick shared the plan with Lisa, who vehemently opposed it. When he confronted the auntie again, she claimed it had just been a moment of madness. She couldn't actually take two lives. Instead, she proposed they all flee abroad together. Overjoyed, Nick relayed the idea to Lisa, and they agreed to start anew as a family of four. That night, they packed their belongings and feasted in celebration. The next day, the owner returned only to find a chaotic dining table and three cold, lifeless bodies.